stalactites and stalagmites.
Oh, wow, I'm sorry about that. All these jeep drivers or something. I grabbed a little bit, didn't I? All right, folks, if you look there on the hill, this is Trent, our photographer. They're all pretty much on the left.
What was that number again?
Oh, 2.
Okay, thank
Oh, actually 3.
you. 3?
And here's the first low spot.
So, might want to duck down.
Yeah. Basically, that's what that means.
too.
You got the best seat right there. That you don't have to pick
think
anything
so.
on that seat.
Yeah, mine's perfect.
And here's the next low spot. It's considerably lower.
Chris.
Are we allowed to touch?
No, actually, we have an oil on our skin, and it stays behind, and it messes with when the water tries to deposit the mineral, because the water and oil don't mix.
Where's your lens?
Called the Twilight Zone. So, now, I did ask you where you were from, and now I'm going to tell you where you are. You're in the Ozarks region of the United States, which does consist of southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas, a little bit of Kansas, and a little bit of Oklahoma. And in this region, we are home to over 10,000 caves, and there are over 7,000 in Missouri alone. And they're discovering new caves all the time, so you just never know what you're walking over at any given time. Now, I'm sure that you have noticed in our little neck of the woods, we do have a lot of woods, a lot of trees, hickory, oak, walnut, a lot of plant life. However, not a lot of that grows down here in the cave. But this is interesting. In the 1930s, during the Depression, money was tight, so the owner of the cave at that time, in order to make ends meet, tried his hand at farming. And he grew a crop down here in the cave that he could harvest and take to Springfield and sell.
Mushrooms.
No. Yeah, I was saying that's what he grew down here.
Yeah, I bet so.
Instead of mushrooms, because mushrooms are a fungus, they do not require sunlight. And this is the last of the mushroom beds. And I thought that was pretty creative and good use of his resources.
That is very creative.
Yeah.
What type of mushrooms were these? No.
The little button top. Now to the Great Lakes and beyond. And then they had what some folks around here refer to as the Great Ozark Uplift. And the plates of the earth start coming up out of the water. Those are my sound effects. It's coming up out of the water. It's forming the Ozark Mountains, which is the most vast mountain range between the Rockies and the Appalachians. As those were forming, it allowed cracks that allowed that water to rush down through here, starting a river that carved out the cave. Now, all that stuff that goes to the bottom of the ocean floor, we're talking your bones, your shells, your fossils, all that stuff compressed what we call limestone. And that's what the cave is carved from. And if you look up on the ceiling, you're going to see all sorts of fossils, because that's what limestone is. And folks, all this at one time was the bottom of the ocean floor. And we've found shark's teeth in here, starfish, all sorts of things. Now, up ahead we're going to talk a little bit, hanging from the ceiling, you see all these little things that kind of look like icicles. These are what we call soda straws. And we call them that because they grow in a hollow tube-like shape, just like a drinking straw. And this is how all the formations in the cave start out. It's in the cave through any kind of crack, crevice, air pocket, basically a leaky ceiling. As that water comes through, it carries with it the minerals that it picks up along the way, which is primarily calcite, not too unlike what our bones and teeth are made out of. And that's what all the formations are made up of. Now, and if you think about it, where does the water get the mineral? Well, from the limestone. What's limestone? Fossils. What are fossils? Well, bones and teeth, right? So that's how it kind of cycles itself. All right, we're going to go on up here. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully I'll have an answer for you. If not, we'll Google it when we get a cup. All right, here we go. Yeah, I just get kind of on there, wasn't I? Looks like an angel was going up and got stuck, doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
We call those our angels when they're okay. Formation because there's a dimple in the ceiling up here, and it causes the water to drip down at an angle, leaving what looks like curtains or drapes drawn back. Now, as that water continues to drip on down, and it drips on you, those are cave kisses, and that's good luck. You'll probably have some good luck before you're out of here. But as that cave are approximately 1 cubic inch per 100 years. We call flowstone. And that happens when the water seeps in through the layers of the limestone and drips down. And the different color, just due to the different minerals that the water carries in. It has a lot of iron in it. Yeah.
Did you hear that could join together because the water that dropped down has made this come up? And
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Howdy, howdy. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah. That's an example, yeah, that too. All righty now. This formation right here is what we call a mistake. This actually is.
That's what I was thinking. That's for support.
Now, how that well casing got in our cave was back in 1941. The farmer that lived above here was building a house, and he wanted water, so he needed to dig a well. He knew the cave was here, and he didn't want to cause any damage, and the owners certainly didn't want him to cause any damage. So they got together, they came down here, and they did some measuring. They went up to the surface and measured, marked the spot, and said, yep, put it right here, and it'll miss the cave altogether. Guess what? They miscalculated by about 5 or 10 feet, because they wanted it on the other side of the cave wall.
oh wow.
Well, when they saw what they'd done, they thought about taking it out and trying it again, but then they thought if they made another mistake, they were going to have a cave with a bunch of holes in the ceiling. So they decided just to leave it alone. Guy used it for a while. It is capped off now. But we made some good use out of the well casing went in.
78 years old.
But these are the
Good
old.
job.
Thank you. These are the old. Maybe a year or two older.
Oh my goodness.
Now up ahead, we are going to experience the natural state of the cave. But as we go forward, a perfect example of color. Right as you pass this white pillar,
Wow.
look right behind it, and you'll see what looks like an ice-covered mountain.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. That's a natural color?
Well, the way the light shines on it, yeah.
Wow. That was beautiful.
And there's Fred, and then I like that. See Fred?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Y'all see him? Right there, that's Fred.
Oh wow, the light gets it just perfect.
Yeah, he's kind of ugly.
There's Fred.
There's a hand.
Yeah, thanks for not parking me underneath that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it won't fall. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine if it.
That would be my luck,
And they
probably.
say we're going to experience the natural state of cave. Okay. All right, on 3. 1, 2. Oh, you turned the light out on your screen.
Oh, okay.